Yo, what's cracking, peeps? Happy Thursday. T-Money up in the heezy. Here to do a small little collection update. Got a couple items in the mail today. A couple things, actually kind of just things that have trickled in throughout the week. But yeah, so I've got 7 titles, and then I have a t-shirt from Fright Rags that I wanted to show you. So I guess we'll start off with the t-shirt. And yeah, so this is a new one from their Halloween 3 vintage line, I think is what it's called. Really cool shirt, I thought. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and see what our little prize is. And pretty soon, I'm going to do a video where I show you guys my sticker collection from Fright Rags, just because I have a shit ton of them now. And I'm into them. Cool. So I have a Elvira sticker. So what I'm going to do is, since I got Elvira in my last haul, I'm going to go ahead and stick her on the heater. And we're getting pretty close to covering this heater, guys. Probably should have put her a little bit more on the bottom, but sweet. So now we have Elvira. Can you see that? Kind of. Oh, she's blocked by the pole, isn't she? There we go. Now we have Elvira. You guys can't see that at all. Anyway, so cool. And the t-shirt that I got, really, really cool, looking cooler in person, is... I forget what the name of it is. It says Halloween Season of the Witch, Vintage Halloween. Very cool. Really digging that. Love it. Yeah. So, I'll be rocking that shirt hopefully sometime soon in an upcoming video. Loving it. And the shirt that I'm wearing right now actually is Shelly the 13th. It's a play on, obviously, Friday the 13th character Shelly. So, really cool. And I thought I got 2 stickers for a second, and then it says, "The food ain't that bad, baby." And I believe this is from 1979, Alien. Good film, so it's a little card. I don't really use the cards, but the stickers are really cool. And I'm going to eat this here. Alright, so let's get into the update now. So first up, I just wanted to show you guys and also let you know, if you're not aware, the Scream Factory edition that came out, collector's edition of Drag Me to Hell, there was a defect on the unrated version, I believe. Not the theatrical cut, but the unrated. And I think it was like a very minor defect. But Scream Factory is actually doing a replacement program. So thank you to somebody, I forget who, but they had mentioned it in their video recently that they got it. I think it was Reject Films. So shout out to you, buddy, Dan. And so I contacted Scream Factory on like Monday, and here we are Thursday. And I've already put the actual disc in place. So what they do is they send you a little square thing. I can't even, oh, I have it right here. A little package like this in the mail. And then inside it is your replacement disc. This is the old disc. I've already put the replacement in, but... So yeah, it's really cool. So if you guys purchased Drag Me to Hell from Scream Factory, and I believe it could be from anywhere. It doesn't have to be directly from Scream Factory if you purchased it from Amazon or wherever, FYE. You just have to contact them, show them proof of purchase, fill out a quick little form that takes all of like 2 minutes, and then you get your updated replacement disc. So it's worth it for sure. And then you have another copy of the disc, so I'll probably just give that to my brother, somebody who doesn't really care to have the actual packaging, but... So that's that. Just wanted to show you guys and really make you aware of that there is a replacement program going on right now for the Scream Factory Drag Me to Hell unrated disc. Next up, I got an email, I think, from VCI saying that there was a sale, and it actually prompted me to Amazon, and I didn't have a lot of money at the time, so it was either this or Dark Star, and I actually opted to go with this. Just because it's a fantastic film. Obviously, it's not horror, but I love A Christmas Carol. I love the story. I love Ebenezer Scrooge. Everything about it. The animated versions, all of them. And actually, in a recent, I think, Random Rarities video I did. Oh, sorry, there I am stealing Joe the Horror Man's thing again, but my Rare Imports video that I did. Sorry, buddy. It's just so catchy. It's such a good name you created. Anyway, I showed you guys that I picked this up, the DVD version, sealed, at Goodwill for like a couple bucks. And at the time, I couldn't find that anywhere, so I thought it was kind of uber rare and out of print, and I was wrong. Because you can get the Blu-ray, which includes a DVD copy. It's a DVD Blu-ray combo pack for like $8 right now from Amazon. So that DVD that I got, factory sealed or not, is essentially not out of print, or it might be out of print, but it's not worth anything. So anyway, it's a great film. I wanted to upgrade it, so for $8 I figured was a good time to snatch that. Next up is a new one, came out this week. I actually bought this at Best Buy. I ran over there and grabbed it. They actually only had one copy left. It was like 8:55 p.m. They closed at 9 o'clock, and I got there, and the guy didn't even tell me. He said they had limited quantity, but when I got there, this was the last one in the entire store. So I was happy to grab it. I like the Tremors films. I now have them all. I have 1 through 4 on a Blu-ray multi-pack disc type thing, and then I have 5, and then I have 6, A Cold Day in Hell. I've heard mixed things about the film. I'm not really in any rush to watch it, but wanted to grab it while the slip was still available. So next up is supposedly, so I actually did some homework, some research on Criterion on Google, via Google, and I found out that this film right here, A Tokyo Story, is essentially the greatest Criterion Collection film of all ever released, period. And I could be wrong about that, but multiple sources that I was reading up about mentioned that this film is just fantastic, amazing, incredible, basically just a story of humanity after, what war is it, it takes place in the 50s, so yeah, I'm drawing a blank on the war, but anyway, it's basically just a story of a family and how they're coping with just life skills, life in general, during that period of time, and it's just supposedly amazing story. So yeah, a film by Yasuhiro Ozu, and I talked to my father about this, and he actually mentioned that it was he was like, you gotta take some deep breaths before you watch a film like this, and just get ready to be blown away, mind fucking blown, because it's amazing. So anyway, I don't know if I'm ready for all that, but yeah, I can't wait to check it out, Tokyo Story. So if you guys have seen it, comment below if you'd like. Let me know your thoughts on the film. Finally pulled the trigger on this one, Charles Bronson 4-movie collection, the Valachi Papers, the Stone Killers, Breakout, and Hard Times. Of course, I own the Stone Killer like multiple times. I have the Indicator release, and I also have the Twilight Time release on Blu-ray, but for $9.99 that I paid for this, I don't have the other 3 films. So yeah, Mill Creek, awesome, love them. They always put out goodness for a really reasonable price. So yeah, you can get that on Amazon right now for $10. And then next up, I grabbed Winchester. This actually came in the mail today, so I haven't seen it yet, but kind of fascinated behind the actual story that this movie's based off of. So yeah, I'm really excited to check this out, about an older woman related to the Winchester gun maker or whatever, and she's building all these rooms because ghosts are telling her to, or something, like in this old manor, Victorian manor or whatever, but isolated stretch of land outside of San Francisco where there sits the world's most haunted house, 7 stories tall with hundreds of rooms. So yeah, it just kind of fascinates me, the whole mystique behind this movie. But I've heard mixed things, to be honest. I have, people saying, somebody said they really enjoyed the first half, and then it kind of, or the second half, something like that. Then it kind of went, they kind of got lost after that. But I'm excited to check it out. Cool story to me. So Winchester. And then I grabbed this one. I actually kind of lucked out on this. I grabbed this from an eBay seller. It was viewed once. I got number 45 out of 700. This is the Jose Ramon Larraz double feature. Emma Puertas Oscuras and Estigma. Double feature. This has been shown by a bunch of YouTubers very recently. So yeah, it kind of sparked my interest in wanting to pick it up, and it's kind of the type deal you got to grab it sooner than later because only 700 released, and this was kind of highly anticipated. Celluloid Terror had said they think that the transfer wasn't the greatest, but this was a long time coming as well. But I wanted to pick it up regardless because it's obscure horror that I've never seen before from 1980 and 74. So yeah, don't know anything about these films, but excited to check them out. Particularly Astigma. And then next up, almost done here actually. Wow, this is the last one. I had to pull the trigger on this one. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This here is the well, I didn't have to buy this, but the collector in me, the Arrow collector in me, was compelled to grab this just because it is an FYE exclusive, and I fucking am a sucker for gimmicks, as you guys well know. But I really like the material of this. It's like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's not a matte finish, or it's not a shiny finish. But it's got this weird texture to it. I can't really describe it. And of course, I'm feeling this, and this is plastic. But underneath, the texture of the actual slipcase is kind of unique. I don't even know how to describe it, but I like it. I dig the cover artwork. This is, of course, the FYE exclusive alternate cover, slip cover that came with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I actually have an extra copy of the standard Arrow Video Blu-ray edition with a slipcover for sale. If anybody's interested, just drop me a line and we can work something out. But I wanted to grab this reversible cover artwork because just for collector purposes, obviously. But it's all the same. It includes all the same features as the Arrow release, and it is the exact same thing, except for the slipcover being different. I was a little pissed off too because Transworld Entertainment, the company that owns FYE that mailed this out, did a lousy job packing it. They put it in a dinky little manila envelope, no interior bubble wrap. I mean, just what's in the little cheap envelope itself, but nothing extra. And of course, all four sides of this came like mushed, kind of molded to the corners. So that pissed me off. And also, you know how like when you usually buy movies, especially from FYE, they come in this kind of like crinkly plastic material cellophane wrap? Well, this one came with like a repackaged shrink wrap, the one that just kind of molds to the sides. Hence, I think that that coupled with the shitty packaging job is the reason why it came all fucking warped on the corner. So anyway, that sucks. Shitty job there from FYE. They probably don't give a fuck, but that was like 35 bucks shipped, so I was a little bitter about that. So what are you gonna do? Alright guys, so that's it. Small little update for today. Not much, but I wanted to get it off my chest because I have some more things coming. Don't like things getting too big, and I want to file everything. So hope you guys have a good weekend. Tomorrow's Friday, so I might see you this weekend. I may very well. Probably Saturday I'll do an update. I should have enough to do another one then. So catch you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.